So you want to be focused and be productive on your work. It's all about system and boredom. I won't tell you the generic advice that you got to build a habit and try to improve it 1% better every day. Because you've been doing this for 6 to 12 months now. You don't get results because you follow the masses. You follow the advice that, yeah, of course, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of efforts, but none of this matters. What you need to do instead is focus only on one thing at a time. Now, you struggle with your finances. You don't only focus on the online business, you focus on building your characters. Try to improve yourself, try to improve your communication skill, try to influence people better, tell a story and make people want to buy from you. That is the hardest thing in online business. If you want to improve your fitness, try to improve your nutrition, your diet, your recovery. You're not obsessing on fitness. You obsess to develop yourself to a higher level, that you have these characters that, alright, this is my morning routine. I wake up early in the morning. I work 1 to 2 hours every day. I sell my coaching program and courses, and then I want to go to the gym to lift heavy weights because I've been doing this for 5 to 6 years. That's the mentality you need to have. None of this grinding will work for you because you've been doing this for almost 12 months now and you don't see results, $0 in your bank account. So the problem is that you spread your focus too thin. You got your normal job, you got your morning routine, you got your online business, you got your fitness. So if you spread your focus and time to 4 different things in a time, do you think you will get results? The answer is obvious. You won't get results in any of these 4 things in your life because if you want to get results, you got to focus only 1 to 2 things at a time. Your wealth and fitness, normal job, or your routine. If you focus on your normal job and your routine and you wonder why you don't make progress in your fitness and your wealth, the reason why is that you don't sacrifice your time and energy enough to work on your business, to push yourself in the gym and try to research on the detailed things that you need to improve your macros, your recovery, your workout routine. Because you focus on other things. You focus on your normal job. You focus on your routine. Try to dopamine maxing. You try to scroll on social media. And that is the reason why you spread your focus too thin, that you don't have the time to work on your business. You don't have the time to be creative with your content. Try to communicate your thoughts better. And that's the reason why you got limited focus. You don't have time to focus on your work. You don't have time to research on the recovery, the nutrition that will improve your fitness, that will improve your body, that will grow your muscles better. So your morning routine look like this. You wake up in the morning, you spend 1 hour, 2 hours, or even 3 hours scrolling on social media. You play video games and you want to be productive. That's the question. You want to be productive by scrolling 2 to 3 hours. The moment you wake up, you got big level of energy and focus. You can use that time to improve your mind, to improve yourself, that you sell people something that they need. That's how you improve your characters and money will come to you because you have the characters that people trust you, people want to work with you, people want to do business with you. And that's the thing, you don't chase money, you don't chase an aesthetic physique, but you attract that. You become someone who deserves it. You wake up in the morning, you do the work that is meaningful. You go to the gym, you lift heavy weights, you track your macros, you track your recovery, you track your workouts. And the results, you got an aesthetic physique, you make money online, you have better life. All of this because you improve your characters first. And the core problem to all of this is because you can't focus only 1 to 2 hours every day. You can focus, but to scroll on social media, alright, today is Monday, I want to prepare for my commute to my normal job. But then, you wake up early, you want to do the work, you want to make content on social media. But instead, you open up Instagram, you start scrolling, this video is funny, scrolling. I must share this video to my friends. Alright, this is funny and engaging. Before you know, you spend 3 hours scrolling on social media and you can use that 3 hours to work on your business and possibly making your first $1,000 a month. That's because you waste your hours scrolling on social media. You got a limited amount of focus. You don't have time to work on yourself. You don't build your characters. You don't consume high level education. You don't consume educational content on YouTube or even books. So you know that you're stuck in the city, you're stuck in the same job for years, you're stuck in the same relationship and friendships for decades now. How can you escape that situation? It's simple. You gotta have time, only 1 to 2 hours a day to improve yourself. That's it. I don't want you to grinding 6, 12 hours a day. You can't sustain that lifestyle in the next 5 years. Just spend 1 to 2 hours. Work on something that you want to do. You want to improve your speaking. Learn speaking on YouTube. Learn how you can communicate your thoughts better. Learn storytelling. Learn video editing. Learn content creation. Now you realize you need to spend 2 hours. All of your hours are precious. You gotta spend it wisely. You gotta spend the first 1 to 2 hours of your day to improve yourself. Please don't spend 1 to 2 hours of your day scrolling on social media. Try to engage with your friends and family. None of these things will help you to get to the next level. You got to protect your focus, time, and energy. And that's why you need to first wake up in the morning. Wake up early before your normal job, before your university. You wake up and now you spend 1 to 2 hours working on the things that you want to do. You want to improve your communication skill. Now you have a pen and paper. Tell your story about last week. Tell funny stories back in high school. Now you have the whole paragraph. You can tell story. Now you have the script. You can record yourself in a room. You can post it on social media. Do it consistently for the next 3-6 months. See how much progress you can make, because you don't focus only on get better 1% every day. Build this habit that will improve your life. But you focus on protecting your hours and effort and energy so that you can use that energy and leverage that to something that is better, your work. Now you have content, you post it online, you try to influence people and you want people to listen to you, right? So now what you need to do is try to communicate your thoughts better. Try to improve your thinking. Now you consume better information, you consume educational content, you listen to business podcasts, you listen to this type of content, you watch educational content. You don't watch the entertainment, you don't scroll on social media, you don't scroll on TikTok. All of this content won't help you to improve your life as a person. So only 1 hour, specifically focus on improving your skill. You work on your content creation, you post 1 video a day, and then you spend 1 hour at the gym. You follow the specific advice, you follow the routine that improve your body aesthetically. Because all the people you know at the gym, all the people you know on social media, they follow the workout routine that they want to build as much muscle mass as possible. You don't want to be a bodybuilder. You want to operate at higher level. You want to have an aesthetic body so people can perceive you better. They want to work with you and they trust you. So you follow the specific routine to build an aesthetic body. Not to be a bodybuilder, not to be a crossfitter, not to be a power lifter, but you want to have an aesthetic body. So for the reference, the aesthetic muscles are delts, chest, traps, arms, abs, and lats. That's it. You don't want to have big legs, because you don't want to be like power lifter, you don't want to be like bodybuilder. You want to have an aesthetic body so that when you go out to mall, you want to go out to restaurants or cafes, people perceive you better. They want to talk with you. They trust you, that they prioritize you, that you get service better. That's it, right? When you make content on social media, when you do business, people trust you faster. Because you have an aesthetic body, you put yourself in a stress mode. You've been consistently going to gym for months or even years, and people trust that. People trust that discipline. You'll do what you said, and that's the trust that you build with other people. So how can you improve all these things by spending less time? Just focus on 1 to 2 hours every day. I told you before, wake up in the morning, spend 1 to 2 hours, make content on social media. Maybe just 1 hour. You don't want to spend 2 hours recording content, try to make everything perfect. Just press record, then you can go your normal job, you commute 1 to 2 hours, you spend 8 hours. That's alright, because you want to survive month after month. And then you go to gym, you lift heavy weights, but you specifically follow the aesthetic routine that you want to have aesthetic muscles. You don't want to have as much muscles as possible, because people perceive you by looking aesthetic, by looking good. You improve your appearance. Now you build yourself to a higher level. And more importantly, you're smart. You listen to business podcasts. You listen to this type of content. You read books about philosophy, business, economics. and try to make sense of everything. You connect the dots between this principle and that principle, and then you come up with conclusion and you share your knowledge to the people. You share your lessons to the people, and that is meaningful. And that's it. Only 1 to 2 hours a day, maximum 3 hours. Be consistent with this in the next 3 months, and I will tell you, in the next 3 months, you'll become a different person. You will have an aesthetic body, you will have a successful business, maybe not making 10 grand a month, maybe just couple $100 a month from your first 2 to 3 clients on YouTube or social media. And then you have better knowledge because you listen to business podcasts, because you read books about business, economics, influence, psychology, whatever it is, right? And then that's the thing. You become that characters, you become higher level person. So I want to help you to get out of this situation, because you keep starting something new. You start a new business, you start a new workout routine, you start a new relationships, and you don't get fulfillment, you don't get results. So DM me on Instagram and I will send you the breakdown. Let's see if I can help you with that.